All right, everyone, welcome back to another Best Ball stream. We are drafting some Puppy 3 entries tonight. We'll also go over some offline drafts that I did and see what those were looking like. Drafting out of the 105. Some of the ones we're gonna go over. We had like 5 eliminator entries, 1 MMG best ball entry, and then a cardio club that we ended up doing. I have 3 more cardio club entries remaining, so gotta get those over the next couple weeks. Drafting out of the 105 here. I am okay. I did not adjust my ranks, so I will have to do that. I'll probably do that offline. But I'm okay with Bijan. I think I'm just gonna take Christian McCaffrey. You know what? No, let's go Nico. I can't take Nico over Jettas. All right, fix the gain a little bit there. Don't know why the mic was getting some feedback, but got that fixed. All right, while we are waiting, let's go over the first eliminator team. All right, so we drafted this from the 110. We started with Achane BTJ. Did a 3rd round Jaden Daniels. Did 4th round Marvin Harrison. One thing I'm trying to do is what I was trying to do. The eliminators closed now, but I was trying to target guys who have really easy week 1 matchups because all that matters is advancing week 1. And Marvin Harrison has the Saints, right? I think somebody on the Cardinals is going to have a blow-up game. McBride, Harrison, Connor play a bad team week 1. Did Pollard Diggs. Grab Dobbins. Dobbins within that same vein as Harrison. Broncos are 7.5 point favorites week 1 versus the Titans, so Dobbins should be getting the ball. Hawkinson, with Addison being out, I've been aggressive on Kirk. It sounds like he is going to be the number 2 there over Jaden Higgins. Did Bateman, then Braylon. Cam Moore to go with Pollard. Ertz as a tight end 2. Thielen as a good advance rate piece. Got some huge news on Ja'Cory Cross-Merritt. Grabbed him at 178. Torrey Horton, Justice Hill, Isaac TeSlaa. This is an okay team. This is a 2-7-7-2 build. Don't love this team. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Just got to get it to week 2. So there was that one. Let's make our pick here. JT. Let's go ahead and name this team 8,17 2025 stream draft. We will make our next pick and then I will fire back over. The one thing I like about drafting from this side of the board is we grab our stud receiver, 44, 53, 68, 77, all going to be wide receivers. We can really start ripping our depth there. Pickens, JMO, Walker, Henderson, like all these guys in this range, I'm fine with that wide receiver. I do like to take Kenneth Walker a little bit. Henderson's price is getting a little rich. So we will see what makes it back to us. I don't mind taking Amari and Hampton here. You know what? I might do something even a little unique and just like pull up. Let's pull up Ken Walker. Let's do that. And then we can grab 4 receivers from that range. It'll be kind of a unique build. All right. Hop back over to this draft. Jeff, this is from the 108. Started Nico. Grab Bucky. Don't have a ton of Bucky, but, you know, we'll drop a little bit of humility. Harrison again. Grabbed Travion. Kind of surprised I passed on McBride. I did take a lot of McBride in the slows, but did Henderson. Then Jamo Pearsall. Grabbed Tyrone Tracy as a RB3. Stacked Purdy with Pearsall. Grabbed May. Did Njoku. Stroud with Nico. Braylon. Romeo Dobbs gives us a little advance rate piece. Kyle Williams upside piece with May. Jonnu is a more than serviceable tight end too. I like taking Jalen Coker, then Taj Brooks and Marshawn Lloyd, who the news did not break well for me. So not the best team. I think it's a strong team, right? It's one of those top-heavy teams. 4 strong running backs, 3 quarterbacks, 4 strong receivers with some other guys sprinkled in, and then some middling kind of tight end production. It's an okay team, right? But that's kind of the name of the game in the Eliminator. So we'll call this 8-17, or not. Okay. I'll make my pick, and then I'll name it, make the other pick, then we'll hop into the other one. What are we looking at here? 1 pick away, so we're going to do Worthy or Pickens. Maybe we do Jamo. Worthy goes, let's go Jamo. I don't have a ton of Jamo, and these are 3 guys that I kind of take a little bit. (8-17 2025) Stream draft number 2. Over here, pop this guy open. Pop up the draft board. See what makes it back to us. I think either Ridley or Waddle. Takes Connor. Let's go Waddle. Really? Why was that so difficult? All right, let's hop back over here. See what we were cooking out of the 102. We ripped a RB start. Bijan and Kyron. Came back, did T and Tet. Then we did Harvey, kind of gives us 3 strong running back options. Odunze Golden. Bo Nix to go with Harvey. Grabbed a share of Tyler Warren, who I typically don't take. Grabbed Keon, then Love to go with Golden. Stacked Dobbs with those 2. Grabbed a Bayshall Tootin share at my RB4. Strange and Jonnu as tight ends 2 and 3. Then close it out with Shipley and Hill. Kind of upside Shipley in case Saquon gets hurt. Hill as, you know, there might be weeks where we need 8 half PPR points. And then Vele as a last round pick to go with Knicks. So I like this team a lot. I like starting 2 running backs, ripping that mid-range receivers, and hope we hit on a couple guys who will be 2-3 turn picks next year, and then take a couple shots at tight end. So there's that team. 17, 2025. Stream draft number 3. Stop back here. We are on the board here in 2 picks. 1 pick. Would love to grab Golden. He takes Golden. Do we go Debo? Do we go Judy? Let's take a share of Judy. And then we'll see what comes back to us. Let me come back here, pop open this team. I mean, I'm happy with any of these receivers that make it back to us. I think my preference is Addison, then Jacoby. I've not been drafting according to my spreadsheet, so I'm going to pull that back out. You do like Pollard quite a bit. This is like a dark green range of guys for us here, man. What fits better for this team, Pollard or Addison? What comes back to us at 92 and 101? Yeah, let's go Addison. At 92, hopefully like Tyrone Tracy, Jalen Warren, one of those guys are there. Those guys are like dark green guys in terms of kind of like outperforming ADP. One Mr. JJ McCarthy is going to be an absolute priority on this team. All right, draft this one out of the 112. We went Chase Brown, Nico Collins, Chuba Hubbard, Marvin Harrison. So back to what I was saying earlier, guys with easy week 1 matchups. Chase Brown versus the Browns. Chuba Hubbard versus the Jaguars. Marvin Harrison versus the Saints. Flowers and Waddle, 2 guys I love. Laporta at tight end. He was way past his ADP. His ADP was like 10 spots past. Yeah, we got Laporta 10 spots past his ADP. Then grab Dobbins. Then Drake May. I was drafting this right as the Quinshon Judkins news broke, so I grabbed him as our RB4 at 109. Tua to go with Waddle. DeMario to go with May. Naked Gino. Ayuk as kind of a weight piece. Smith as our tight end 2. Woody Marks, then Besh to stack with Gino and Justice Hill. This is a strong team. I like this team quite. I'll check back there in a second. Make our pick here. Would love Tyrone Tracy. Who else is kind of a good pick in this range? Not really a ton of other great picks. Nice. We get Tyrone Tracy. Man, who else? Who else do we like here? Who's popping on some green? Downs, Robinson, Jalen Warren. All those guys are gone. Kelsey go? Wow, Kelsey went really early. Right. Keon Coleman, Michael Pittman. Love those picks. Let's go ahead and do Tyler Warren here. Are we going to be able to get, when do we pick? 116. We should be able to get JJ McCarthy on the comeback. We can go ahead and grab Tyler Warren here. I'm okay with that. We can do Tua. We could do Goff. We have a ton of options open to us. Oh my god, I almost just moved McCarthy up for no reason. We'll do Tyler Warren. Let's take Purdy off of here. We can do Goff. We can do Tua. Let's make sure we pull up Mr. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Let's recap this other team quickly. Oh yeah, this was a team. Yeah, I like this team quite a bit. This is a strong team. I like being able to wait on Ayuk, and we have enough receiver production that we can kind of buoy Ayuk being out. Laporta will give us good tight end production, strong running backs, big workloads, 3-quarter. This is like the ideal eliminator team, and this is probably one of my favorites just because of how well it is built. So let's name this one 8-17, 2025. Stream draft number 4. We'll pop this guy open. We'll go over this. How many picks away are we? Blab about this one real quick. We drafted this one out of the 110. Did another Nico Collins team. We started with Neighbors. News has not broken well on us for Neighbors. Grabbed Chuba. Got a really big slide on Garrett Wilson. Pacheco, Montgomery, Dobbins, 3 guys we're trying to win that flex at running back. With the wide receiver firepower we drafted, I felt like we could wait on Reed. You know, if he's not fully healthy, stack him up with Love, stack Stroud with Nico. We'll check back there in a second. So, Corey Krosky-Merritt's ADP is 170. I wonder if we can get him at 140. I wonder if somebody's going to be like, let me reach 30 picks on his current ADP if these people are going to really try to value hound as close as possible. Alright, let's grab JJ McCarthy first because this team needs JJ McCarthy. Tucker Kraft is an option. Love me some Tucker Kraft. Ayuk goes, which is fine. We already have a guy who's going to be out 3 weeks, so let's not overdo it on that. All right, where were we? Then we did Kincaid and Pitts as our 2 tight ends, which I think is more than fine. Dobbs to stack with Love and Reed. Thielen as an advance rate piece. Darnold to go with Horton. And then finish it off with Hill and Lloyd. And obviously the Lloyd news is not broken in our favor. So, not ideal. Let's name this one. Five. We are 2 picks away here. Let's see if this guy goes after Kraft. I think this is Kraft or JCM. All right, we will go ahead and take Kraft. Let's give the page a quick refresh, make sure that all those got named. Very nice. Let's go ahead and check in on the BBM we did. We could do a little more of a comprehensive check on this team. Pretty massive Jared Goff slide. These guys behind me, 4-4-2. This guy's live to take Krosky Merritt. Don't know if this guy would take an unstacked Goff. We kind of, I didn't realize the Hockenson draft was right behind us, so we kind of had to take J.J. McCarthy there. He's gotten out to... Oh no, Krosky Merritt goes. That's where he's going to start going down in that 12th round. Well, he goes, so let's do Bashal Tootin. And then we can just go ahead and grab Tua on the comeback. All right, let's do a quick check-in on this BBM team that we drafted. Drafted this one out of the 2-hole. We started CD, Josh Jacobs, McBride. Would have loved to have done Chase Brown over Jacobs, but he goes one pick before us. Kind of decent start here. Followed that up with 2 receivers, Ridley and Waddle. Then did Pollard right after, so we made our Titans bet. Followed up Reed and Jacobs together. Dak to go with CD. Keon. Then we grabbed Fields because he was almost 2 rounds after ADP. Well, a round plus, I should say. Then Love to stack with Reed and Jacobs. Grab Dobbs to go on with that stack. Grab Dylan Sampson. Isaiah Likely, since we have McBride, we can wait on Likely to come back. Got a nice JCM at 170. Happy about that. Keaton Mitchell, a little upside piece. Jalen Coker, some wide receiver depth, and then Taj Brooks. So I like this team a lot. Just seeing that I was able to get JCM at 170 is pretty cool. I think I would have liked to maybe this Jordan Love pick, I could say should have been somebody like Christian Kirk, and then we could have grabbed Cam Ward instead of Sampson or something. But I think all in all, Jacobs, Pollard, Krosky Merritt is kind of a good 3. Maybe Dylan Sampson turns out to be something. I'll check back in 1 second so I make this pick. And Dobbs is a great pick on this team. You can go Cam Ward and Io Manor if this guy takes Dobbs. Do I like Cam Ward more than I like Dobbs? Let's go Cam Ward, and then let's make sure that we get Io Manor on this team. We do Io Manor, Chig. That seems fine to me. So like 3 strong running backs and a question mark on Samson. We'll see. CeeDee Lamb, Calvin Ridley, Jalen Waddle. Love that as my 3 receivers. Love having McBride as elite tight end. Then we can wait on Reed. Dobbs can kind of buoy Reed's, I would say, his low weeks. Keon Coleman can maybe be something. Coker's a guy who I like. So this is a strong BBM team, I think, in my opinion. I like this team a lot. So we will definitely see how the year shakes out going forward with that team. And then we do have one more MMG team to review. Oh, we can do Chig. We drafted Kraft on this team. I totally forgot about that. Maybe should Kraft have been someone else? Kraft could have been Burden. Kraft could have been Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. I don't know. Thielen, maybe? Nah. Let's just take Iomanner. Who cares? 15th round pick? Who cares? Let's just make sure we get Iomanner. Whatever. All right. And then we can review this one. We'll call this 8/17/2025 stream draft number 7. So this one, just an MMG team. We did Mahomes and Love. Running back, we did Devon Achane and Martin Hampton, Bayshal Tootin, Jerome Ford, Will Shipley, Brashard Smith, Tucker Kraft, Jatavian Sanders. So you kind of look at this team. We got Mahomes with Brashard Smith, Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice. Love with Jaden Reed and Tucker Kraft. Strong running backs with Achane and Hampton up top. Bayshal Tootin is kind of an upside pick. Ford is kind of whatever now that Quinshon Judkins is back. We'll grab Shipley as kind of just a, contingency to Saquon. We have A.J. Brown. Diggs. So the way that this kind of works is Rashee Rice will be there in the early weeks. Hopefully by the time Rashee Rice is gone, Ayuk is back. Christian Kirk can kind of buoy Reed and Diggs while they're kind of figuring stuff out with their injuries. And then Kraft and Sanders are just a solid pairing. So, did I not name this team? I could have swore I just named this team. Up in 2 picks here. 2, 3, 4, 6, 2. We know that we're done at quarterback and at tight end. And let's go ahead and do Ollie Gordon, too. That sounds fun. I like that. I did name that team. Okay, cool. Nice. Wow, he took Ollie Gordon. Damn. Okay, do we take Coker? Do we take Adonai? Kind of profile if we get Adonai. That's fine. Actually, better we didn't get Adonai. We already have Warren. We don't want too many guys from that offense. Back up in 13 picks. I will load us up into our next draft. Let's get Adonai the hell out of there. I think we could stop at 5 running backs. We'll just kind of see what is best available. Sucks getting sniped on Krosky Merritt. Really sucks getting sniped on Ollie Gordon. 7 running backs. Why do you need Ollie Gordon, man? All right, draft out of the 108 in this next one. Gonna be woke. Slayton seems fine, I think. All right, we can't even get Slayton. Do we just go Jack Bash? Second round rookie in the 18th round? What else am I missing here? I don't think I'm missing anyone. And I think this is just Jack Bash. All right. We'll go with a 3-5-8-2 team. All right. Final team: JJ McCarthy, Tua Tagovailoa, Cam Ward, Jonathan, Justin Jefferson, Jameson Williams, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, Jordan Addison, Alec Iominor. Nico Collins, please. Jalen Coker, Jack Besh. And then our tight ends are Tyler Warren and Tucker Kraft. So strong team. I like this team a lot. Would have liked a 6 running back, but there's just nobody that made sense. I'm not going to force Kyle Monangai or Justice Hill. We have 2 stud running backs. Tyrone Tracy should be a starting running back, and this team kind of is dependent on Bashal Tutin hitting anyway. You know what I mean? So the 6 running back isn't really going to do much. So strong team. Like this team a lot. Let's get that out of here. I need my other Excel tab. There we go. All right, what are we thinking here? Oh my God, Genty would be. Genty or Bauer? Okay. Bowers would be beautiful. Bowers or Chase Brown. Chase Brown goes, so we will take Brock Bowers. All right, so we are back up at 32. I'm looking at JSN. Honestly, even Mike Evans. What's Mike Evans? Where's he? He's looking nice in the lightish green. Lamar goes. It's all kind of one big tier at receiver. No, I think it's just T-Mac. T-Mac, and I would love to scoop up Ken Walker here. Wow, man. Ken Walker's just going earlier and earlier now. All right. You know what? Let's do JMO on this team too. Yeah, let's do JMO on this team as well. We're switching into the 0 RB mode now, so we come back at 56. We want to tend to avoid the running backs in there unless it's Harvey. So I think we smash 2 receivers at 56, 65. And then looking ahead to 80, 89, this is where we want to start taking some running backs. And then kind of back again at 104, we're in a pretty good RB range still. And then we're kind of in a QB range, so. Pop open the draft board. Zay Flowers, Travis Hunter, 2 guys that I am looking at here with one of these picks. Hunter goes. It's a strong range of guys down here as well, so we'll be able to grab one of those guys. Harvey does fall in this RB dead zone, but I think because he's a rookie, he's kind of insulated from that, so Flowers does go. All right, well, let's do Harvey. And then one of these guys will make it back to us at receiver. I'm hoping it's Matthew Golden that makes it back to us. Like, historically, we are acknowledging that, Matthew Golden is in this Reds. You know, these running backs are all kind of a red tier where all the wide receivers tend to be pretty good. So you want to be grabbing wide receiver here, but because Harvey is a rookie, there is a little bit of insulation from that. I will do Pearsall maybe as well. Nice. We can grab Golden. It's unfortunate because Tony Pollard. Oh, Tony Pollard's actually in the strong green range. The cutoff was at 73, I believe, so Pacheco kind of just missed. I mean, Pollard making it back to us would be really cool. Mason would be cool. Warren would be cool. Tracy would be cool. Yeah, these guys are all these receivers are now kind of in a red range. So we'll go Mason and hope Warren or Tracy make it back to us. Fine with either one of them. I think I have a slight lean to Warren just because it gives us an extra quarterback out. All right, Warren goes, so we'll just do Tracy. You gotta be kidding me. Do we just take Josh Downs? I absolutely hate doing that. That's really annoying. You have... whatever. I mean, his team is dead. Already has 2 running backs. McLaurin still hasn't signed a deal, and Rashee Rice is going to be suspended for most of the year. That's fine. Start looking ahead to our next picks over at 104. Looks like this is a pretty good running back range. We could take a couple of shots here. Could do like Charbonnet. Let's start our quarterback out just to make sure. Stroud. Bryce Young. Jordan Love. And we could do like Scatabo. Oh, no, don't want to do my ranks. Let's go ahead and do Charbonnet here, I think. Or Shaheed? No, I think Charbonnet. And then Shaheed or Scatabo. And then we pick again at 137. So let's be aggressive on Krosky Merritt at 37. And we do have Geno as well, so we don't really have to go super hard on the running back. That sucks. We'll go Scatabo. Charbonnet and Scatabo are green picks. Jordan Mason is a dark green pick. Obviously, Collins, dark green. Bowers, dark green. Tet, Jamo, Golden are green. So the only kind of bad pick so far has been Downs, which I think I'm fine with. Stroud has an ADP of 132. So if we let him fall past us, this guy is not live to take him. These 3 guys are. 4-3-3-4. Seems like these guys have other needs, so we'll do Stroud and then Krosky Merritt. This is going to be a big sweat on Krosky Merritt. Every time I see green, my heart stops just a little bit. Man, this guy's team is dead. This guy's team is dead. It's a good night to be drafting some best ball. I was going to stop at this one, but I might do another one, man. These lobbies are feeling good. Nice. Happy to take him here. I think this is most likely another 3-6-7-2 build. We can tack on AR too. Okay, I was not going to be able to pass up Braylon Allen if he made it back to me there at 152. So we could take Bryce. Let's go ahead and draft Bryce and we can backstack like Coker or somebody. Most likely we'll stack up our second tight end. That's unfortunate. Go Wandell. Can't take Strange because they have the same bye week, so we'll just take Wandell Robinson. Just a naked Geno Smith. This guy's a horrible drafter. I hope he's watching the stream and he knows and he can hear me call him a horrible drafter. We're going to queue up another one just because these lobbies are feeling nice and soft tonight. We'll see if we can grab a Rich at his ADP and we don't get sniped on him. Drafting from the 110. Not too many badges in here, only 3 badges. That's nice to see. I've never been more confident on somebody taking my player than this guy right here. He's going to take Anthony Richardson. So I'll be stuck with Stroud and Young, which is like fine, whatever. Nice. We can take a Rich. I think this will be another 3-6-7-2 build. It's probably Woody Marks to go with the Texan stuff. Although we're that 4 rookie running backs, that's fine. Not the end of the world. Do I want to pull up Amon-Ra or Genty? Let's actually do Genty at 8, at 10, I mean. Man, Ollie Gordon in the 16th round. You can't even get him as an 18th round pick. Go with Woody Marks. We're going to close this out with a receiver and a tight end. I'm good with like Genty, London on this team. Obviously, I would like Thomas ahead of London if possible, but there we go. That's just so preposterous. All right, let's take the big dog. Sure, we'll go Dalton Schultz. And we'll think about this next pick for a minute at receiver. Man, that is really fucking annoying. Just right, I was about to click on the guy, man. Is there anybody standing out here? I guess we'll take Pat Bryant, 26 spots after his ADP. Unbelievable. Oh, let's go KaVontae Turpin. All right, final recap of this team. Stroud, Young, Richardson. Running backs are RJ Harvey, Jordan Mason, Zach Charbonnet, Cam Scatabo, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, Woody Marks. Wide receivers are Nico Collins, Tedero McMillan, Jameson Williams, Matthew Golden, Josh Downs, Wandale Robinson, KaVontae Turpin. And tight ends are Brock Bowers, Dalton Schultz. So good team. I like the team a lot. Back to this one, last draft of the night. So, Genty, Derrick Henry's a strong start. That guy just takes my guy 10 spots out of ADP. That's cool. One of these guys are going to take McBride, so I won't be able to get him at a nice discount. So I guess we'll be like Mike Evans looking for a fast start. Like Mike Evans Worthy, Mike Evans Pickens, something like that. This guy got such a gift, dude. We have a bunch of idiots drafting in this lobby. Let's do Pickens just because I draft a lot of Pickens and not with a ton of Genty Henry. You know, I want to fire up another one. That's just preposterous. Egbuka at 53 is just insane. Beautiful getting Travis Hunter there. That's sick. All right, up at 20. Obviously, we're not going to get Amon Ra. Not going to get London. Say we just rip it on JT. We're up in 16 picks here. Back up at 82 and 87, so this is a good range for more running backs. I'm going to lean to Hampton just because I can stack CD with Dak and feel okay. Scroll down to 82 and 87. Not mind Jaden Reed here or Jordan Addison. Either one of those guys. Jordan Addison goes. Mahomes goes. We'll go Reed. And we could take Jaylen Warren here with our next pick. Warren or Mason. I mean, Juwan Jennings is not a great pick, but I mean, this far after his ADP. Okay, we don't even have to worry about it. Grab Jalen Warren. Up on 3 picks here, around 44. I mean, I would say either of these guys. Can we do like Hurts, Devontae? All right, I'm gonna take Jayden Daniels. That seems pretty sick. And then grab whoever comes back from this receiver tier. Oh my God, Kenneth Walker too. Could you imagine? Because when we come back up, 68, 77 is not ideal. 77 is not ideal at wide receiver. I really hope one of these guys takes Kenneth Walker. Thank God that guy took Kenneth Walker. Well, I just took Travis Hunter on this team. I just took Waddle on the one earlier. Gonna take Calvin Ridley. And then hope when it comes back we can grab Debo. All right, let's check here where we're at on this one. We'll be back up at 106 and 111. Tough range. Well, Dak goes. That's the guy I was looking at. What is Mark Andrews typically? Red. I don't love. Historically, they do not love Mark Andrews. Okay. What about Keon? Keon the Red. I think I will still be willing to take Keon. Or maybe we do Purdy, Ayuk. Okay. We'll do Purdy, Ayuk. I like that. So back 68, 77. We're still in a really, really good wide receiver tier. Nice. We'll grab Ayuk. Is this Debo or is this Pearsall? Let's go Ricky. We're back up here in a couple of picks. Rome, Diggs, Juwan, Addison, Reed. All these guys are not the best picks in this range. There's really not another range of wide receivers that's typically great. Need a small miracle to get Rome back to us. Although I doubt that happens. Just kind of looking at the board here. This guy rocking a 2-2-2 needs a receiver. This guy needs a receiver. Yeah. Actually, Pacheco is a better pick here. All right, who's a good pick here at 130? T-Law, looking like a good pick. Now we have Travis. We could do T-Law. We can do Ferg. We'll do T-Law. And then we could do like Ferguson. We could do like Ferguson, Strange, Fannin. Something like that. There's not really even any other. Maybe like Tootin. Maybe we pull up Braylon. We'll do Ferguson there. Now, the problem with... We took running back there. We can go Hawkinson. He seems like the best pick in this range of green guys. I don't want Robinson. Don't want Mixon. No need for Dobbins. We got a little fall on Hawkinson there. Actually, this is just Rashid Shaheed. If ETR likes Rashid Shaheed, I like Rashid Shaheed. looking ahead here. 116, 125. We need receivers here, and there's not many good ones. So we'll see what we'd have to do over there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Well, since Strange came off the board there, I would say this is either Allen or Tua, whoever doesn't get taken. All right, I think we're done at running back on this team. This might be a 3-5-7-3 team. All right. We need receiver here. I like Kirk. Man, this is quite a fall on Dak. Okay, we'll get one of these guys. Hopefully it's Kirk. Very nice. Christian Kirk getting on this team is huge. Help this team out quite a bit. We're going to want Krosky Merritt, and we're going to want Ertz on this team. Okay, buddy. Give me JCM. Then we'll take Dobbs or Ertz here. My back up at 164, so we can try to push it on Ertz, I think. All right, go ahead and grab Harold Fannin Jr. And I think we can finish this off with Alec Iomenor. Back on the clock over here. Finish that off with Alec Iomenor. Happy with that. Nice. Got Zach Ertz. All All right, still got to figure out what we need on this team. For sure, we need one more running back. Probably 2 receivers, I think. Oh man, not much here. Say we take Thornton. I want to make sure that I get Ollie Gordon on this team. Harold Finn's a good bet to go with Ertz, I think.